Alright, fuckers. Question of the fucking day. Is life shit or are you shit at life? That is the question. Now, you may be thinking, what do you mean? It's like the chicken and the egg situation. What came first? Is your life bad because you're not very good at life, so therefore you're stuck in this bad routine of getting pissed, turning up to work hungover, going to bed early, and then repeating? Or is life bad because life is just bad in general? Now, this is what we're going to be talking about now.
Well, I can tell you the answer.
For the majority.
No, I can tell you the answer. You're shit at life. And it's funny because anyone who is good at life, or even like a slight bit intelligent, like just a brain cell there, will tell you that it's because you're shit at life. But anyone who is actually shit at life will tell you that life is shit. And then what you want to do is, if anyone tells you that life is shit, you want to look at their routines, what they do for a living, how they enjoy themselves, and what they think is good and what they think is shit as well. Because what you'll most likely find out is that they work at Tesco's, probably doing like night shifts, or they have some cunt boss, or their boss is someone of minuscule importance to anyone's life. To be honest, that their boss's own kids don't like them. That kind of cunt. So obviously they're going to go into work and take it out on their employees. But they'll obey their boss, of course. They'll take drugs. They'll find drugs and alcohol the most fun they'll ever have in their life. And what they find shit is things like, order, hard work, and having to do things that you don't want to do. And then when you compile all those together, flip it to the complete opposite, you get someone who enjoys life. So
yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. When you were saying that, I was thinking, man, I fucking love order and I love doing things I don't like doing. Yeah. Not at the time, obviously, but afterwards it's like,
yeah.
So I actually do think you're onto something there. That's something that most of you should probably deep think about that. Rewind that and watch that again.
Well, I'm correct. And if you disagree, then you can disagree because you think that life is shit and you'll never get fulfillment out of life. So I don't really care. But if you are looking to get fulfillment out of life, then maybe talk to someone who doesn't think that life is shit, and then take tips from them rather than hang around with other depressed people and acting like your situation is going to get so much better because we all hate life together, so it makes it all right. It makes it so much more fun because we're all depressed together. No, you want to start hanging around with people who actually enjoy life and appreciate life and have a good time. And even if they're doing things that you don't want to do, maybe they're onto something. Maybe the key to life is to do things that you don't want to do, to then get fulfillment out of them. And then, you won't be so shit at life so that you can actually, think that life isn't shit. I don't get what's so hard to understand about that. But honestly, that is what you should fucking do.
Yeah, a trait that I see in a lot of people that don't like life is also lack of awareness. And not just of themselves or the people around them, but just the general term of life. Like if you think of people that out in that city there saying they hate their life, well, look at the little African. Look at the little Africans who fucking love their life.
Sorry, can I just jump in?
Yeah, go for it.
Look at these little Africans on the WaterAid adverts. They have no water, they have no food. Mm-hmm. They're looking for people to donate to them. They're always having a little dance. They're always smiling. Why? They got nothing to be happy about, apparently, because everything you enjoy in life is all sparkling. But yeah, Africans are always happy.
Well, they're probably happy because they see a white man. Probably normally means water supply.
True.
But yeah, no. Yeah, no, it's the comparison as well. And that's a big thing because people make up problems. They make up dramas in their own head. And it's probably not exactly their fault because it's a societal problem. But most of the time, they're unhappy because they've just made it up in their head. They made up that they're unhappy because everything's too easy. Like I was saying, they can just coast it through life, doing the bare minimum and not challenging themselves and still survive. That's not how we've been made. Like we've been made to push ourselves, to challenge ourselves, to be able to survive. Like when do you work most efficiently? When you're hungry? When you're tired?
When I feel the shittest, to be
Yeah,
honest.
and you feel the shittest,
Yeah.
exactly. So that is how we've been built and engineered over thousands of years of genetics and evolution. So to be able to go to Tesco's, get your money and get your food and chill out at home, no shit, you're not going to be feeling great because you haven't done anything. Like you've done the bare minimum, and that's links in with the other thing that we were going to mention was consistency and clocking in and out of work. So obviously, when it comes to building a business, consistency is key. There's always some shit jobs that you don't want to do that you just got to have to crack on with every single day on a consistent, consistent time frame as well. But if you think about a normal 9 to 5, you are enslaved within that consistent basis and you don't improve. And that's a problem, lack of improvement. You're consistently going in, clocking in at one time, doing the same thing 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, and then clocking out. This thing that you're doing isn't going to be benefiting you, and you're most likely not going to be wanting to do it because you're shit at life. So there's no real improvement there. Whereas if you did do something that was there to improve you, clocking in and out at them times, and it still benefits you and makes you money in life, then that is going to obviously make you good at life. And that's somewhat what your own business is.
Yeah, I'm gonna just not really expand on that point, but kind of go off on a tangent related to that point, and it's that people love these 9 to 5s like Tesco's and things like this because of comfortability.
Mm-hmm.
You get so comfortable, even though you're unhappy, you somehow, you become comfortable in this position where you're unhappy Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, get home, play Xbox, you're happy, and then, wake up the next morning depressed and then go to work and then whatever. And then on the weekends, you're extremely happy because you get to go out drinking and doing drugs.
It's just up and down, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the comfortability of staying in that situation. Whereas if you'll find that if you put yourself in a situation, I don't care if you have kids, you have bills, everyone eventually has those kind of problems in their life. Anyone who wants to achieve something will have those kind of problems in their life. I don't care if that's your kind of excuse to stay in that comfortable position. You need to, if you're truly unhappy in this situation, and only you know this, but you need to put yourself in a situation where you're not guaranteed to stay in that position if you don't perform. It doesn't matter if you wake up depressed or if you wake up, not feeling like you want to go to work. Because if you work at Tesco, call in sick, fine, you'll keep your job. No one cares anyway. You're just a number. But if you wake up, you have either your own business or you're in a competitive sales position, for example, you have to make your own money. You don't get paid unless you make that sale or your own commission. You have to almost put yourself at risk and put yourself in a situation where you have to perform to get something out of it. And that will give you the most satisfaction out of the thing that you do. Because, for example, we could make an investment tomorrow and lose everything and go broke. But then the amount of spark I'd get from that, honestly, the amount of spark I'd get from that, I'd make 10 times more money the next month. And that is just the way that I operate. I operate best under stress. Not everyone likes that, which is fine. But if you want to stay unhappy, then stay unhappy. That's sweet. But if you're unhappy, you're looking for a way to get out of this like kind of routine. You need to put yourself in an uncomfortable position.
I think that's also relates back to our relationships as well.
Yeah.
Because people are always just comfortable in a relationship, and the reason they're comfortable is because they're scared of the loss. That makes sense. They don't really want to leave because of inconvenience and security. And that's why in like 20 years they'll just snap and all of a sudden leave. But that is another reason why people are shit at life, because they're fearful of the bad, the worst situation, the toxic and hard times. They prefer to just sit in the comfortable times no matter how bad it gets in reality because it's comfortable. So like, for example, I would happily try and make a relationship with some girl now and put my heart into it, and if it doesn't work, she fucks me over, then shit bust. I just won't sleep for a fucking week and I'll just work and make fucking shitloads of money and then get a better relationship. Like that's how it works. But a lot of you are too scared to do that. You're too scared to put something on the line, risk something, to then get that fucking spark, like Carl was saying, to then push you forward. So you just linger around at this fucking low level frequency and just shit your pants at Tesco's every day. What a life.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I think everyone goes through a stage where they're guilty of, or somewhat guilty of, maybe prolonging a relationship out of fear of loss or whatever. But I think the truth is that, especially, I guess it's the young age thing. It's that awkward stage of like either you're going off to like uni or whatever, and you know it's gonna end, but you don't want to end it, and then you get fucking. If you keep your bird and she goes to uni, and you're at a different uni or you're not going to uni, she's cheating on you.
Yeah, I'd probably say in this society, it's probably about 90% chance that she's got some other bloke's knob in her mouth.
Even if it's not like knob on vag action, what's happening is she's doing things because she's being forced to do them like in the groups that she's being a part of and to fit in. She's doing things that would count as cheating because what's cheating? Cheating is just like rules that you set out in a relationship, right? She's breaking those rules no matter what if she's going to uni. No matter what she tells you, she's doing that.
Probably doing drinking games with little blokes, drunk pirate, eating food out of someone's fucking belly button or something. Still, technically, if I saw my missus doing that, wouldn't be fucking happy. So technically, yeah, that's what's going to be going around at uni. So there's just something to think about, I'd say.
There's so much to expand on.
Yeah, we can go down like 10 avenues right now.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm thinking, what one's the best that's going to relate back to
why. Yeah, the thing is, there's like 10 different ways I can think of right now to fix like your depression, but we can make 10 more episodes. So
just sit all day filming.
We could do that. Just all on Tesco's depression.
Tesco's gym. Now we'll start off with not eating the meal deals at lunchtime. I think that's probably good.
That would help.
Or if you're at Mackey's, stop eating the Mackey's food. Stop it.
Unless you're on a bulk, very good for bulking actually. Some would say.
Depending on your objectives, once again.
Yeah, to be fair, you're probably already fat, so.
Yeah. If you go to the gym and you want to get fucking swollen, yeah, maybe a bit. It's gonna fuck your skin up, but no, maybe give it a go. But if you're trying to be more intelligent, less brain fog, then I wouldn't recommend eating the Mackies. I mean, it'll fuck your head up.
To be fair, you don't really need a brain working Mackies, so.
Yeah, no, but you need a brain to get out of fucking working at Mackies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm about. Because most, like, once again, it's that reoccurring cycle. They go to work, they come home, they fucking long it, drink, sleep, done. Whereas what you should be doing, as soon as you get home, your energy level should be fucking, let's go. Like, as soon as you'll get out of that prison, you're out of that fucking prison.
And you've done nothing all day.
Yeah, exactly. You've minced it on the shelf. Or, yes, sir, the rice is over there. Fucking hard that. Get home, you should be like, boom, 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 boom. Getting that much shit done, be motivated. And if you're not motivated or you've got no energy, then clearly you need to find ways to get more energy. And that is possible. It's not very hard to find ways to get more energy. Yes, you can say motivation and discipline, but how about we look at fucking nutrition and lifestyle and, psychology rather than fucking motivation, discipline? Mate, if you're fucking eating Mackies every single day, then you're not going to be fucking motivated. You're going to be like shit and have no energy. So why don't you, instead of trying to motivate and discipline yourself into a way that your body is not physically going to let you, how about you enhance your body first, and fucking psychology and neurological state, and then start to push yourself down a more complicated route. That's how you do it, rather than fucking, I'm motivated to do half an hour of fizz, you spank the fuck in, and then you don't do it again for a week. What's the point?
Yeah. In fact, let's tell a little story. When I worked at Mackey's when I was 16, it wasn't really a choice, it was more to fill the gap. I didn't go to college, I didn't do like any further education apart from the ones that I legally had to do. Anyway, went to Mackey's to work. There's a bloke there, he's still there today. This has been 5 years since. At that time, he had been there 25 years. He's 41, so he'd been there since he was 16. He'd been there 25 years. Now he's been there 30, which is fucking crazy. I still go to the same Mackey's like when I visit my parents, and I will see him there. His life consists of going to work. In fact, no, he works late nights. So he works from, I think, about 4 till midnight, works those hours, so 8 hours a day. He's not like a manager or anything like this. He's just a normal employee because he doesn't want to work himself up. He works on the drive-through, so all he has to do is, speak in that, and he's rapid. He's rapid on the little machine. He's fucking good at his job. Don't get me wrong.
One-handed.
Yeah, he fucking yeah. He can do it. Eat a cheeseburger and do his fucking job. You don't even need to think about it now. 25 years. He's been doing that same job for because he refuses to do anything else, and that is his job. Like no one takes his job. He goes home at midnight to his mum's house, by the way, which he actually legitimately lives in the basement of. And all he talks about when he's at work, say he's on a break or he's like with someone in the same little drive-through bit. If you've like worked at Mackey's or in a fast food restaurant, you probably know you might work with someone if it's busy. All he will talk about is video games and his PC upgrades. So he gets home, he spends all his money that month that he's earned on his video games, and he legitimately lives in his mum's basement rent free. I guarantee he's an OnlyFans customer. He's never spoke about that, but I know it. I know it for a fact. And that is an exact example of why, like that story alone, let alone everyone else's story who works there, motivates me so much to never ever work that kind of job, because that is the sad reality of like a normal person's life. I'm not even shitting you. You're probably young like us watching this and you're thinking there's no way people actually live like that. I'm telling you now, that is like a normal person's life, and it's fucking scary, and there's no way I could do that ever.
Yeah, nah, there's not much else that needs to be said there. It's pretty self-explanatory. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Like, the reason he's on OnlyFans because probably still a virgin.
Oh, I actually bet he is. I actually bet he is.
Don't be that guy. You'll either be shit at life, and life will be shit, or be good at life and have a good life. So, simple.
It is simple as that.
Easy option. Not for me.
Yep.
You've got to fucking choose that shit yourself.